This is the Urban Book Club. I am Raquel Mahalo. Today we're doing a walkthrough tour of the Royal Buckingham Hotel and Resort in Lungi Sierra Leone. Now, this is a very laid-back place. I really like this hotel. I really like this resort. It's behind a compound. It's in a compound behind a nice wall type of fence. It's very secure. You don't have to walk very far to get someone if you need help with anything. There's a guard at the gate 24 hours a day. You can get taxis or anything you need right there. So this brings me into my top 3 reasons I recommend people to stay in Lungi when they are in Sierra Leone. Now, Lungi, for those of you who do not know, is of course not the capital of Freetown, but Lungi is where the airport is located. So when you come into Freetown, you're going to either have to drive over to Freetown when you fly into Sierra Leone. That's going to take a couple of hours. You may want to take the sea coach, which that is the fastest way, or you may want to take the ferry, which that may not be an option for you depending on what time of the day you come into the country. Now, the top 3 reasons I recommend Lungi is because the third reason is the scenery. The number 3 reason, the scenery. Lungi is less populated than Freetown, so with that, there's going to be more natural scenery still intact, not as much building. Although there are a lot of new structures being built, what I'm suggesting is that the natural scenery is more intact. The beaches are less crowded, and then you have the Raquel River and other areas that are just beautiful places, mangroves and places you can go to see a lot of the scenery of the country. A lot of that is just not available to you in Freetown itself. Number 2, the atmosphere, which kind of ties into number 3. The atmosphere of Lungi is very laid back. It's kind of a sleepy town, kind of laid back, give you that Rasta type of feel. I had to look around for a second. I felt like I was in Jamaica almost, right? Because there's a very big Rasta vibe. Like, it's not uncommon for you to hear Bob Marley music playing, dance hall style clubs in Lungi. Like, there are lots of things to do. People are really all about having a good time in Lungi, and I think that's really important for some of us who are leaving the diaspora, coming into Africa and looking for a more laid back and rural type of vibe. I'm telling you, Lungi is the place, more family oriented. Again, not to take anything away from Freetown, but Freetown is like New York City. It's the city that never sleeps. I'm telling you, Freetown is always on the go. You're gonna have to be ready to move and groove if you're in Freetown. You're not gonna be, really having a sleepy day, walking around. Freetown is the city. All right, so keep that in mind. And the number 1 reason I recommend Lungi is because of convenience. There's a certain convenience to Lungi. Like, when you come into the country, you won't have to scramble trying to get on the sea coach or whatever. You can stay in in Lungi that night, and then you can cross over to Freetown the next day. And it gives you just another level of convenience, and you don't have to if you just got done with 20-hour flights traveling, who wants to go and get on a boat and travel some more? A lot of times, hey, just let me get a room somewhere and just rest, and that is what Lungi offers, directly. Same if you have an early morning flight and you're getting ready to leave Freetown or Sierra Leone, right? You can come into Lungi the night before and just spend a night in Lungi, and then you're already there in the morning when it's time to catch your flight. So there are many advantages to taking some time and stay a day or two in Lungi. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. And we just, have a great time in Lungi. We have some great people who can show you around or make sure you get to the airport on time. But I am Raquel Mahalo. I am a member of the African diaspora. Checked my background and my pedigree, and I came back Mende bloodline. I was born in Mende. And so I am
Wait, some clothes.
part of Salon. And really does a person well to have a country that you can call home outside of the place where you have a origin story. And so I invite all of you to like, share, and comment, subscribe to this channel, and I look forward to meeting some of you and having conversations with you, even if it's via comments. But let's keep it respectful with one another. I mean, if there's anything that black folks have done enough of, or Africans or diasporans, wherever you may be, if there's anything we've done enough of, that's argue, bicker, and slight one another. I don't have time for that. We will not entertain any of that. But like I said earlier, this is the Urban Book Club. I am Raquel Mahalo.